Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 3 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Pitt County where deputies are searching for a missing woman. Caitlin Shiflett is missing from the Fountain area of Pitt County. Deputies say the 32-year-old woman was last seen on September 19th, so almost a whole month ago. Now she has brown hair and hazel eyes, stands at 5 foot 3 inches tall, and weighs about 180 pounds. If you know the whereabouts of Shiflett, please call deputies at 252-830-4141, or you can reach out to Crime Stoppers at 252-758-7777. And in some happier news, a local animal shelter in Pitt County is going to be hosting a trunk or treat event to help raise money for the shelter itself. Very fun time. Should be a great opportunity to get out and enjoy the event. Now, the Pitt County Animal Services announced the free trunk or treat event that will be happening on this Saturday, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now, Janice Gallagher, the Pitt County manager, said, quote, "Families, kids, and ghouls of all ages are invited to dress up in their favorite Halloween costumes, grab a candy bucket, and enjoy an afternoon of sweet treats and furry fun," end quote. Now, located at 4550 County Home Road in Greenville, treaters can meet a few of the shelter's adoptable pets, although adoptions won't be available during the event. For more details, you can call the Pitt County Animal Services line at 252-902-1725 for more information. And now we turn to your weather forecast. We had some fire danger today across the east with dry conditions, blustery winds, and low humidity. Usually all three of those, again, can create some hazardous weather for anybody doing any burning outside. So we really want to advise everyone against doing any burning over the next several days, as conditions are going to remain fairly consistent from today into tomorrow and then into the day after tomorrow. Read that as Friday will still be sunny. Here's a look at visible satellite across the southeastern United States. Again, everything across the Great Lakes looking cloudy and stormy. Here in eastern North Carolina, though, not really dealing with much in terms of cloud cover, but that is a problem, as we could certainly use some raindrops at this point. Most of eastern North Carolina, at least along and west of Highway 17, is under a moderate drought, with a patch of severe drought that includes all of Greene and Edgecombe County and parts of Lenoir, Wayne, Pitt, Martin, Wilson, Nash, Halifax, and Bertie counties. Winds will continue to bring in some of that cooler and drier air, but the drier our air gets, the more difficult it is to squeeze any sort of moisture out of the air. So it makes rainfall more difficult to come by. Over the past 24 hours, we've seen that humidity fall by about 2 to 5 degrees in terms of your dew points, which puts our dew points right now in the upper 30s to mid 40s. The drier air will be sticking around through the next several days, and air temperatures are going to respond to that. Today we got back into the mid 70s. In fact, Stumpy Point reporting 80 degrees right now. Toasty there on the southeastern end of mainland Dare County. But I do believe we're going to be seeing some cooler air flow into the east thanks to an area of high pressure off to our west that will encourage more of a northwesterly wind flow. Now, as that happens, we again are going to be dealing with very dry conditions. So any sort of cloud cover that passes by is just going to be that, cloud cover passing by. That area of low pressure you see back towards the west, though, across Kansas, that is going to bring us our next opportunity for some raindrops. They will not fall in eastern North Carolina until we get to Sunday at the earliest. That's a look at your kind of big picture look across the east. I do want to say good afternoon to Penny Harrell. Thank you so much for joining me over on Facebook. Hopefully you're having a wonderful afternoon in Vanceboro. As far as tomorrow's temperatures go, I'd say Vanceboro back in the low 70s. 72 degrees coming up for tomorrow's high. Looking at a little bit of a cooler temperature trend for your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But it's not just your daytime highs I want you to pay attention to. Those overnight lows. Tonight, tomorrow night, going to be down around the low to mid 40s. Friday night, we are down in the upper 30s. It is starting to get pretty chilly out there. So if you do have any cold sensitive plants that you need to take care of, please do so. Obviously, nobody's going to be getting up to stand at the school bus line on a Saturday morning, but tomorrow morning and Friday morning, you are going to want to make sure that those kids standing at the bus stop are clad in something warm. Preferably a nice warm jacket. Rain showers show up next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, looking like the wettest days of the week. Rain showers should taper off as we get closer and closer to Halloween. Right now, we've got a 20% chance of rain tacked onto next Thursday. Halloween should be trending dry, but we will again have more details on that aspect of your forecast coming up tomorrow. But until then, that's all we have time for today's 3 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. We'll be back with more news and weather at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic Wednesday.